Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while actually. Um, so, I'm Nero Blackstone. I play video games a lot. The most recent video I actually did where I was kind of like this, face and whatnot, talking to you guys, was my Warhammer miniature painting hobby. Um, I do plan on doing a follow up on that. I actually been getting an ache to do some more things, whether that's get back into video games or like update you on my Warhammer journey. But I'm on actually a new journey right now that I never thought that I would go so far into, and that is anime. So, um, for those of you who don't know, I watched anime back when I was in high school. I watched the main three that I watched back in high school. It was Death Note. Death Note was a big one, and I watched because I liked zombies. Was High School of the Dead or something like that? High School of the Undead, something like that. And then there was another one. I think it was actually Tokyo Ghoul. That I watched, and I was thinking, I was thinking about it recently before I actually really started, like, going back into anime. You know, like, should I even give any of these big ones a try? Like, big ones that are long, and like One Piece, which I'll explain in a few, because I do actually have some plans for videos like this, more like this, where I'm kind of just talking to you guys, but so, Chainsaw Man came out. The movie came out, and it did fucking busters in the theater. I was actually at a full theater. I went opening night, and the theater was packed. Everybody enjoyed themselves. It was a laugh fest, and I'm pretty sure at this point in time, Chainsaw Man is like number two in my top three animes that I'm really loving. I just enjoy it. It's goofy. It has like my type of humor, which is just like stupid, like, it's retarded humor. Um, and they're not afraid to pull punches. Like, it's gruesome. It's fucking gritty, gross, like, all of it. Um, and so, Chainsaw Man actually was one that I watched when it first came out. Uh, I forget how it ended up. I don't. I so what I remember was that I watched it and then I kind of stopped because I watched it when it first came out, like in the show format, and not all the episodes were released, so I didn't actually finish it. And then I heard of a new anime that came out called Gachi Akuta, and I was really excited to watch that one for one reason, and that is because Pale Dusk did the opening soundtrack or the opening theme song. If you search up on YouTube or Spotify, whatever, just type in Pale Dusk Hugs. That's the song that they use, and I gave it a shot and I really enjoyed it. Now, when it comes to Gachi Akuta, I actually didn't finish that. I got to I forget what episode number it was on, but they left the tower with that weird ass fucking girl with the boots. And then when they did that, what the fuck is his name? He's a psycho guy. I think his name was like Jabber. Jabber's his name. He went back in there, and then after that episode ended, since it's still like a brand new episode, the show is still ongoing. Actually, we're on season one. Um, the way that it works is it was subtitled for the rest. I watch it in English because I rather watch the show, not read it. That's just me. If I ever learn Japanese, I'd be down to rewatch a lot of this stuff in the subtitled format, or hell, not even subtitled format. Just straight Japanese. But yeah, so I just kind of stopped on Gachi from then on, and I'm just gonna wait for all the episodes to release. So in the English format, dubbed. So I decided to go back and watch Chainsaw Man, and this was before the Chainsaw Man movie came out. So I rewatched it, got all up to speed. I watched from episode one all the way up to the final one, where they beat the katana guy, and then They play a game, kick his nutsack, see how loud they make him scream, whatever. Um, and then I went to go see the movie opening night, and I was full into the whole anime thing. Uh, Honestly, I wanted to go see Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle movie, but there was just not enough time in my life. I was doing a lot of things, and by a lot of things, I mean painting and this existing. It's kind of why I left for a long time, is because I kind of just sit and exist, and I don't really have a gumption to do a whole lot. Um, but good news is I'm getting that gumption again. So I watched Chainsaw Man movie. Fucking loved it, dude. I loved it so much. They did the movie justice. They did the characters justice. Everything about it is so fucking good. And I understand a lot of people will sit there and be like, they don't like the Mappa look to it. It kind of looks like a mix between like in art style, it kind of looks like a mix between like Jujutsu Kaisen and Berserk in some aspects. And what I mean by that is it's very grayed out, it's very gritty looking, and it's very 3D as well in some scenes. But if you can get past that and you enjoy Chainsaw Man, you enjoy the fun, zany adventure and story of it all, and how like honestly in some aspects emo it can be. You would love Chainsaw Man. It's such a good fucking show. It's such a good movie now. I can't wait to see where they go next in the show, like what they're going to adapt, whether they do it in the order of the books or if they go on their own path and kind of like jump all around the book range and whatnot. Yeah, I watched the Chainsaw Man movie. After that, I ended up I rewatched Tokyo Ghoul. I did not actually finish Tokyo Ghoul ever. And then I watched it again and I'm like, wait, I didn't fucking forget this. Last I remember is the dude turned into a monster. Ken Kaneki he's Hyusei Sasaki and Ken Kaneki, season 3 shenanigans. He turned into a big monster and whatnot, and then when they got him out, they ended up going like, it was during the whole thing where he like married, her name is not Tanaka, is it? It's not Tanaka. Girl with the purple hair. Oh my god, I'm so terrible with names. The girl with the purple hair, they did the marriage and all that stuff. Like that's what I remembered, and then I didn't see any other episodes, and I'm like, why is there no other episodes? And then I rewatched them. I'm like, oh, okay, here are all the episodes now because I actually bought Crunchyroll. So yeah, I did that. I enjoyed it. I mean, when it comes to Tokyo Ghoul, what I want to do, my plan is to actually go in depth in separate videos and say what I liked and what I didn't like. This is kind of just like me getting back into the swing of things, creating a video, telling you guys where I've been, what I've been doing. But this is just a summary of like how I feel. I'm going to try and keep it a summary. I do have a tendency to ramble on, if you can't tell already. So, Tokyo Ghoul, they ended up, whole humanitarian thing. I like the humanitarian thing. I don't even know if that's the right term, but they, the whole idea like, oh, well, we just need to eat to survive and all that stuff. I do like that when it's done right. Like, ghouls need to eat humans to survive. And humans obviously don't want to fucking die. So, like, I understand both sides of it. And when you can understand both sides of it and it's done in a cool way, I enjoy that. So I watched that, and then I was like, you know what? And I actually have you're balanced on my TV, but I have Crunchyroll on right now, and I guess I'm going to get to that, what I've actually been watching for like the past few weeks. But if I go to continue watching, like, I've been watching fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I actually finished that. I actually rewatched some of the fight scenes, and I'll get into why in just a moment there. But yeah, with a lot of the stuff that I've been watching, a lot of it's old stuff that I just need to rewatch. Like, I need to rewatch Attack on Titan because I completely forget everything other than, fucking God Titan wants to cause genocide. That's extremely broad strokes. But, yeah, I remember that. I think the same people who did Attack on Titan also did Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. I want to rewatch that because I do remember enjoying that, but I just forget a lot about it. But yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen was the next one I watched after I rewatched Tokyo Ghoul. And holy shit, I will say I forget a lot of the names. I know Itadori, I know Gojo, fucking. I know Kenjaku is the main guy, the weird fuck with the brain. Sukuna. What's the girl with the hammer's name? She screams hairpin. Um, I know Choso. I forget the guy who summons the Mahoraga. I forget him. He's a Shikigami guy. Um, Panda. Can't forget Panda. Who knew the Panda guy was named Panda, you know? um, that is all I remember based off names. That being said, just because I forget a lot of the names. Oh, I remember Toto. Can't forget Toto. Um, just because I forget the names. I know it sounds like I didn't really gel with the show a lot. That actually spearheaded me further into anime, if I'm going to be honest. I'm very picky when it comes to anime. Like, you'll never catch me watching Slice of Life. Um, you'll never catch me watching certain animes, pretty much, because I'm an action junkie. I need the action. I need the blood. I know it sounds like serial killerish, but I need blood in it. I need it to like not pull punches. Or at least I did need it to be that way. And the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen is they don't fucking pull punches, but at the same time, when you have your main character fucking die and then he comes back because he makes a deal or whatever, or like I forget even what happened, but he fucking died in front of Shikigami guy, and then he gets right back up in a few, and then goes on for training with Gojo. It's like certain things are just like very aura farmy, and whenever Itadori is like locked in with like whether he's with people or he's alone, when he's locked in to a fight, holy shit, the aura farm off that guy, dude. And like you just like want to root for them, and it's so enjoyable. Like, yeah, I love the world of it. I love the art style. I do love like the characters. I love how they don't pull punches in a lot of like physical regards. Like when I watched season 2, and then Hairpin Girl got her fucking face blown off by Idol Transfiguration. Blown off, I guess, like half of it blown off. Like essentially, she got turned into female Two-Face. When that happened, holy shit, they didn't pull any punches with that. When holy shit, what's his name? He's the business dude. He's the business dude with the wrapped up cleaver or whatever. His name is not Konami, is it? No, it's not. No. He died, and his death was gruesome. Like, there's a lot of deaths in there that's gruesome. That whole Idol Transfiguration guy, he's gruesome too. Just like a lot of the time, I remember like during the whole like actual Shibuya incident, not leading up to the actual incident itself, but in season 2 when he's in that subway fighting Itadori and Toda, he takes two people and he takes their head and just fucking and then turns them into a sword. And like the whole transformation of it, like it's very skinny, I guess. It's like the skin on the people turn into the sword and whatnot is very gross looking. Um, but yeah, is everything about that show for me hit. I will say the one thing that didn't hit for me is the music for season 2. Not all of the music. I want to preface this by saying like the main thing that I really didn't like was the opening soundtrack for it. I loved the first opening soundtrack. I feel like this is a lot with anime for me. The opening soundtrack, the first one is so fucking good, and then the second one is just so ass. Kaiju number 8 was another anime I watched, and I absolutely fucking loved the first, like the opening and the ending soundtrack, like the credit scroll soundtrack and all that stuff. I absolutely adored those. I usually like the ending ones, keep in mind, but with Kaiju number 8, I fucking adored them. I actually downloaded both the songs. And then season 2 comes around, and it's just... I don't fucking love colors! Whatever the song is called, when the episode ends, beautiful colors, it's fucking trash. It's so trash. Like, give me some One Republic, damn it. I thought they were gonna like do a lot, but apparently they only got fucking asked for one song for one season, and oh man, it was heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. But that's usually what it's like for anime with me. The first opening and endings are usually like the best that you're gonna get, and then they just go downhill. But yeah, other than that, I like Jujutsu Kaisen is the gateway. It's the event for me, for someone who's like kind of into this journey right now, like watching all this stuff. It is a gateway into action, more so than Attack on Titan. Anybody who says Attack on Titan is the gateway into like anime and all that stuff, yeah, fuck that. I would say like gateway into anime, honestly, is Death Note, and then once you hit Death Note or finish Death Note or whatever, go, and it's kind of like all over the place after that. Do you like your seinen or do you like your shonen? If you're an action junkie, if you like your shonen, then stuff like One Piece. Is Gachi Akuda even considered shonen here? I don't even know. Let's see. I have it. Well, it's not up on anything really. It's action fantasy drama. I would say it's more seinen, but shonen, like Assassination Classroom is shonen. One Piece is shonen. Literally in the name Shonen Jump, One Piece, whatever. Honestly, the difference kind of determines on you. Do you want an anime where they kind of like, they don't really kill people, or do you want an anime where they don't pull punches and they are not scared to kill people? What I mean by that, Tokyo Ghoul, fucking bloody. It's bloody, it's mature, it's edgy, there's torture. I mean, in the books, there's more torture, but in the show, like, there is torture, there's killing, there's eating, all that stuff. Whereas shonen, like, if we go Assassination Classroom, like, there's action, but they never really show that, like, blood that fucking Tokyo Ghoul would show, right? It's a lot more like child friendly. Shonen's child friendly. Seinen or seinen, however you want to say it, is more like mature, young adult to adult, or like late teenager to adult. But that brings me on to my next anime that I have been watching. I have been watching One Piece. I am on Marineford arc. I have never thought that I would enjoy it as much as I did. I'm one of those people who, if you ask me what anime recommendations I give out, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, watch Dragon Ball Z, watch Naruto, watch Pokemon, watch like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Fuck that. Those are mainstream anime. I don't really want to go mainstream. I'm not like into that mainstream type thing. Because it's very easy for me to just kind of shut down a conversation and be like, oh, you've been recommended Dragon Ball Z for the 1,000th time? Let me be your 1,000th and first time. And then the person's like, I've heard that so many times. You know, it's kind of that situation. So I really do want to get to a point where if somebody asks me for an anime recommendation, I'd be like, yeah, Gachi Akuda is fucking sick. Do you like trash punk stuff? Gachi Akuda's your shit, man. Like, you'd love it. You like action? You'd love it. Do you like fucking the grittiness of it? It's so fucking scratchy. Honestly, the art style, you would get the art style from the first episode, and if you like the first episode, that is the art style all the way down, like, everywhere from all the stuff I've been watching. It's super scratchy, like I said. The animation's kind of clean in some regards, but then like in the actual fight scenes and whatnot, it's fucking like gritty. The people, they're not smooth at all. They're fucking scratchy. They're gritty. They don't look clean, and honestly adds to the whole aesthetic that they're trying to go for. But That's for another video. But yeah, One Piece is. I've never been all over the place with it. Like, in some regards, I'm kind of irritated with how certain things are being handled. At least animation wise. And I guess this is just like an anime thing that I gotta get used to. But I'll like, here, it's been out for a long time. You're watching it, who cares? If you're just starting One Piece, this is so far off, you're probably gonna forget what I'm saying. But I'm in the Marineford arc right now. They actually just rescued Ace. But before that, the Snip Snip Fruit guy, or Snip Snip Fruit, whatever, kind of like, and he's snipping the road, and then he flips it over and creates a bridge from the plaza all the way up to where Ace is being held. And in that, Luffy, who was right by the fucking guy, ends up not getting on that platform for at least like 4 or 5 other scenes. What I mean by that is you have your Snip Snip Fruit guy going, you have Luffy going with him, and for some reason, when the bridge is flipped over onto the plaza where Ace is being held, it's not like this. They're not together anymore. It's like Luffy's back here, and Snip Snip Fruit guy's back here, and Luffy's trying to catch up to get on the bridge. And it keeps on fucking going. Like, this whole arc for me, keep in mind I love it. I absolutely love it. I like the aura farm in this one arc alone is like kind of crazy, just like with Whitebeard and all that shit. But what I mean when I'm trying to say this is like the depth of it, your perception of it is like so wrong, and it's not your fault that it's wrong. When you're like first person view, Luffy's eyeballs, and he's running up to the gate super fast, and then he's like closing in on the fucking gate to get to Ace. And this happens like way before this whole bridge incident. You're like, holy shit, he's just gonna like ram it, or he's gonna climb up it. It's gonna be like, he's gonna be in the inner plaza before the people even get off their fucking boat ships from Whitebeard's army. And then it cuts to a different scene, and you're like, okay, now it's gonna show them. And then it shows Luffy again. And Luffy isn't even halfway there. He's literally still at the ship running. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, just like, stop fucking dragging it out. I get why they need to. They want to build up suspense. Because Sengoku's plan was to push up the execution. So it's constantly Luffy, like, trying to fucking bum rush the gate. But then somebody knocks him back, and he's like, okay, now I need to make up for that time and just keep on fucking pushing. But there's a way to do it, and the way to do it is not to do it every fucking time. The whole gate incident that I'm talking about is the first time that you actually really see it be abused that fucking hard. And then it's the bridge incident, and then it's not only the bridge incident, this is where it's really fucking weird. So Garp gets on the fucking bridge that was made by the Snip Snip Fruit guy. I'm getting into a fucking tangent. I might not even have to make a video about One Piece. I will. This is mainly just one thing. I plan on like talking about the whole thing, that up to the whole point, and what I liked and what I didn't like. But the bridge, when Garp gets on the fucking bridge, and I'm sitting there, and it brought me right out of it. Like, I was in it. I was to the anime, and then it just fucking knocked me right out of it. But Garp gets on the damn bridge, and he's talking to Luffy. You're a fucking pirate. You ain't my grandson right now. All you are is the guy that has over fucking billions of billion bounty on you, and I'm gonna fucking take you in. You're not getting past me. And then the whole time his feet are digging deeper and deeper into the bridge, and it's cracking, and then it fucking snaps. The bridge snaps, and you're like, but then it fucking zooms out, and the bridge is still intact. The bridge is still intact. It does not snap. And then you're like, okay, whatever. That's just probably like an aesthetic choice. Like, holy shit, he's digging his feet into this bridge. This is the final stand. And then he finally knocks Garp over with his second gear punch. He knocks Garp right off the bridge. And what happens? It's already apart. And Luffy's grabbing onto the rocks, climbing himself up the falling rocks. And you're sitting there and you're like, well, what the fuck? Why was the bridge intact when it zoomed out if the Garp actually did break the bridge? Like, oh, it's probably something I do got to get used to. Honestly, it probably shouldn't like irritate me as much. I guess the reason it does irritate me is because this is all Marineford arc actually really was just a massive battle. But in order to draw the battle out, they had to like lie. They had to like don't fucking sit there and say that you're gonna like Luffy's running at like Mach billion speed to this goddamn gate, and then joke's on you. He was actually just getting off the ship. So yeah. Well, other than that, like not Luffy. One Piece as a whole, I am shocked at how much I enjoy it. I know I'm bipolar. Just spent this whole time shitting on like this on this one arc that a lot of people really like. And I mean, listen, I like it too, right? I like it a lot, but there are certain things where I'm looking at it and it fucking knocks me right out of the show, and I'm just like, okay, it's time to put my head down and paint. Yeah, I like the arc. The thing is about me is I'm an action junkie, so when you have a whole arc centered around a fucking war, like, I'm already gonna like it. If your action's already that good, I'm gonna like it. So I do like the arc. And not only the arc, I love One Piece. I did not think I was gonna actually like One Piece that much. But yeah, I got the hiccups. I did. I actually really enjoyed it. Apparently, I'm 7 minutes left on episode 481. So I have 7 minutes, and then I have 8 episodes. No, 7 episodes. So 7 minutes of this episode, and then 7 more episodes left, and then the Marineford arc is over. I will say, and this kind of comes into like my ooga booga brain, like, oh, hot woman, neuron activated, I'm kind of sad that Boa Hancock won't be as prevalent in the fucking show as much. She was prevalent, and I asked Google this ahead of time too, because I was like, when is Boa Hancock? I try and word it in a way where Google asks or tells me without spoiling anything, and I ask them, like, when is Boa Hancock set to appear, and then just give me the episode number, and then it'll give me the episode number, and I'm like, okay, well, I have that to look forward to. And then I asked, like, is Boa Hancock going to be prevalent in the show after the Marineford arc? And then he's like, yeah, no. Nah. The 2-year time skip happens after Marineford arc ends, and then she kind of is there a little bit, apparently, afterwards, after the 2-year time skip, and then she kind of leaves and does her own thing, and it's like, oh my god. It comes down to like neuron activation, but I do like her. It's just really weird because a lot of people who know me in person, yes, I eat meat, not gonna get onto that whole vegan shit, but I love animals. I love animals so much. Do you see this? Do you see this wiener dog? I love her. She's my animal. She is mine. All mine. Ain't that right? But she, in her first appearance, wanted to kick a kitten. And then later on, she kicked a fucking puppy. And I think she kicked a seal too. I forget. So yeah, I was kind of like, I was so excited to see her. And then I was kind of like, in fact, I actually remember it very clearly. I actually ended up asking Google when she first kicked a kitten. I asked, does she do this often? And Google turns around and they're like, yeah, well, she does it to a dog and a seal and a cat. But when she likes Luffy, she stops doing it because her guard is down. She's not as arrogant as she was. And I'm like, okay. So just 3 more, or just 2 more after the cat. Just 2 more times, please. Just be fast. But yeah, other than that, I really I like it. You know, all the characters are fun. There's some that are dumb. You know, like Usopp kind of irritates me a little bit. I love Usopp. I fucking love Usopp, but he irritates me a little bit. Not to mention, like after watching that whole like fucking thing on Twitter, where that kick nuisance streamer Burger Planet was crying that his father called him a failure because he's a nuisance streamer who can't even muster like what is it, 1,000 subs? He probably has them now after that fucking sympathy party thing. But yeah, after you watch that video, dude just has Usopp lips, and now that I see Usopp, all I see is fucking Burger Planet. If you actually hit the treadmill, I mean, I can't speak. I gotta cut some weight off too, but besides the point, I'm not getting into that. This is weeb video, okay? This is a weeb video. But that kind of like sums up where I've kind of been. What do I want to do next? It's kind of hard because I do want to get into video games, and I do have Resident Evil 9 Requiem pre-ordered. I actually have $100 more to put down on it, but I got a special edition for the Steelbook. I'm a Steelbook collector. I love Steelbooks, but as of right now, there hasn't been a lot. What games do I even have downloaded? Yeah, not a lot. If I download, you probably just get fucking ear raped by the sound on my TV. Let me fix that real quick. Not a lot. I could stream Warframe because I still have Noco to get, but it's a case of like when you are behind on Warframe, you were so behind, and it's like tens of possibly hundreds of hours of content of me getting caught up to shit that if you watch Warframe content or play it and you're up to date, it's kind of just like, okay, this is boring because I already did it. So I kind of hit that moment in Warframe quite a lot. I can download I can stream Mass Effect, but thing is, I already started playing Mass Effect 1. I'm trying to get the platinum trophies on all 3 of them. I already started Mass Effect 1, and I don't... The difference between... The thing is the game is so big. So it's a case of like... Am I gonna restart and have to go through that annoying ass fucking onboard? It's essentially like onboarding for a job. That's what the beginning of Mass Effect is when you hit the Citadel. You have to go all around the fucking place. See, I'm OCD, so like any time that there's a mission, like I remember I got onto the Normandy and whatnot, and then I got out because okay, I have the Normandy, I can go back out and do what I need to do in the Citadel. And I was there for an extra like 3 hours because I needed to fucking help this person, help this fucking like sister-in-law, brother-in-law decide whether or not they wanted to fucking like do this gene therapy or whatever it was fucking called on their unborn baby of like the girls or whatever, just because the girl might or the baby might have a heart condition when it's born. And it's like, bro, it's like so fucking annoying. I get it's an RPG game, but I don't know. I like the shooting part. Like the action junkie likes the thing. I'm not playing Black Ops 7. See, I'm a firm believer in that even if I do like the zombies, the campaign actually has to be serviceable. So I buy Black Ops 7. I'm actually kind of proud of myself on this. I kind of skipped out on Black Ops 7. So I'm not playing that. I can't. Get your fucking Warzone out of my game. Get your piece of shit Warzone out of my fucking game. Dude, you fucking killed the game. The problem is like, you can't say that because then all the fucking Warzone kiddies that came from Fortnite, that came from fucking PUBG, they essentially just follow Ninja around all the damn time. They just come and ruin the game, dude. I remember, like, Tim the Tatman was going on this whole tirade during Battlefield 6 about how they needed a battle royale and they needed this and they needed that. And it's like, dude, get the fuck out of the game. if you don't like the way the game is, get the fuck out. Seriously. I don't even like it. I like Call of Duty more than Battlefield because I like myself a good old like arcade shooter, trash all that shit, right? But holy shit, just like stop it. Like just stop. Stop. You have your own fucking game. Call of Duty Warzone. Stick to that. And stay the fuck out of all these other games. Stop saying Call of Duty needs to add Warzone missions into their fucking campaigns. That's the reason why Black Ops 7 failed, you piece of shit. Oh. So, yeah, you can see where my irritation comes in with Call of Duty at this point. That being said, I am extremely excited for the story. For zombies, anyways. And then old characters came back. A little bit different, but old characters came back. Dempsey, Takio, Nikolai, Richtofen, and love them. I fucking love them. Oh my god, anytime that they're on the screen, I love it. White girl clapping. Woo, 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 woo. But that's where I'm at with Black Ops 7. I'm not going to get it. If it's on a deep, deep sale, which will never happen in 10 years when the servers get shut down, will I buy it? No. No, I can't. Because that's the problem. You just can't wait for a sale anymore. Because the sale happens when the game is killed. Because that's how Activision works. I fucking love video games. I love them so much. So, like, that's where I'm at with the games. I tried downloading Where Winds Meet. It was a new game. It was free to play. I got 30 seconds into it. I only watched the cutscene, the intro cutscene. And I got to control the horse, and after turning the horse, like that, while they were running away from people, I turned it twice. And then I'm like, I can't fucking play this. I'm getting so burnt out on video games recently, man. Like, there's a lot that you just, like, it's not streamable at all. Unless you're, like, this big name already, you have this, like, audience that you've captivated or cultivated, whatever. It's just so hard because you look at it and you're like, that's a streaming game. And then the ones that you're actually playing are the farthest thing from a fucking streaming game. So, I don't know. I don't know what, like, I do have videos lined up for, like, a more in-depth talk about, like, my anime journey. Like, what I liked about Tokyo Ghoul, what I didn't like, all this stuff. And like, would that be put into a anime recommendation? Like, I want to get into a point where I can be like, I have this like mental folder, and I keep it like memorized because I'll like be like Tokyo Ghoul's going in the recommendation folder, like, and Tokyo Ghoul is just an example, right? I have thoughts and on stuff I want to do. And there is some things that I actually wanted to do where there's this TikTok channel, whatever, that where it was a long time ago that I saw it, like a little bit a while ago, where this girl was really into anime, and she started this channel where she got her father into it. And the father, like, everybody would go there to listen to how the father perceives the anime. Like, what are his opinions on it, right? Because he doesn't like anime, and then he got into it and whatnot. And then everybody loved to hear what the new guy had to say. And I want to do that, but, like, my family just vehemently hates anime. They liken it to just porn. It's fucking gross. It's gross how they think. I get it. Some anime is like that. Harem anime is like that. And, Redo of Healer is very much like that. And, like, nobody fucking, like, defends Redo of Healer at all. Like, nobody is out there saying, yeah, Redo of Healer, that's the quintessential anime. In fact, people use Redo of Healer to meme it. It's a fucking meme. But, like, my family just thinks all anime. They think One Piece is on the level of Redo of Healer. The anime where the fucking kid gets, like, R'd multiple fucking times for over years, and then when he grows up and hones in on his fucking power, he ends up going on a whole, like, fucking rape campaign against the people who raped him. That is an actual anime. It's on fucking High Dive, and I haven't watched it. I don't plan on watching it, but you hear it on like you just type it up on YouTube and you hear synopsis after synopsis on it. It's like, oh my god, dude. And it's like gives anime a bad name because like Gachi Akuda isn't like that. Tokyo fucking Ghoul isn't like that. One Piece isn't like that. But that one anime, people are gonna latch onto that and sit there and say that all anime's like that. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I do want to do a showcase on like my miniatures at some point on my painting journey for Warhammer. I'm actually working on jackals right now, and I'm actually gonna come like really close to the camera and bring in my first finished jackal. But yeah, this is pretty much my first finished jackal. I have a World Eaters Combat Patrol, but yeah, I finished my this one. I'm working on another one right now. Yeah. And then this is the in progress one. I actually see. I'm a progressive guy. I actually learned how to draw or how to paint a black person. Who knew? It was just Cyborg Brown thinned down. But this is like progress in progress for my other jackal. Holy fuck! Is the camera really that good? Because he's making him look good. Get my face out of there so you can see him. But yeah, as you can see, I have that to do, have that little bit to do, have the skull to do. Got to draw like the piping on him. I'd say draw, it's painting. But yeah, and then after all that's done, I just have these two pieces to do, which are his blood packs. And I kind of go on together like, holy shit, this is becoming like an all over the place video, isn't it? 41 minutes of me just rambling, and I can't even figure out how to put this back on, can I? There it is. Just like that. And then that's going to be his blood pack back. Boom. Done. But yeah, that's my journey. That is my journey. I have, like I said, I have quite a few left to do. I only have that one finished. I'm almost done on the other jackal, but I have 10 to do, and then I have a Master of Executions and a Demon Prince, and then I have 3 Flawless Blades. I have Darneth Lysander, a Lord Cacophonist, an Eversor Assassin, Angron, Fulgrim, and then I'm fully caught up. And then I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break on that once I get caught up on that, because I heard that there is an opportunity or like a chance that Persuabo, the Primarch, a demon Primarch actually, of the Iron Warriors could be returning, at least in 11th edition or what. But I need to save up money and get that all squared away. So I have like savings and then whatnot. I am starting a new job as well. So I'm gonna start being able to do more around here. What else is there? I mean that's pretty much it for the video. But yeah, it's Nero Blackstone. I hope you guys actually enjoyed me rambling for 43 minutes and 30 seconds. If you did, I do appreciate any support you guys can give, whether that is a subscription or a like or a comment. I'm at this point where there's nothing to do in my life. I'm not beat out of anything. I'm burnt out on video games. So if you guys do give me a comment, I will respond. I will respond no matter what, right? That's kind of just a given for me. Even if I do get bigger, I'm going to respond. I love talking to people, especially people across the world. That's kind of what got me into gaming. That and dark past that I had, but talking to people, I absolutely fucking adore it. So yeah, if any of you actually do want to talk, shoot me a comment, like the video, tell me what I can do better, honestly, because if I do want to make this a thing for me where YouTube is a job, tell me what I can do better. I do know there's certain things. Get a real fucking camera. Don't live on your phone for recording, or don't rely on it. Actually edit your videos. I know that, but like
other things. Like, probably one of them is stop rambling for too much, because I said that's everything, and hope you enjoyed me rambling at 43 minutes and 30 seconds, and then it's 44 minutes and almost 45. So, yeah, that's all. Have a good day.